When you were in secondary school, or as you are still in secondary school, did you ever face the disciplinary committee in school? Well, on today's episode on the Campus Show, we seek to find out and talk about discipline in the lives of the youth. And I warmly welcome you to the Campus Show here with me and Yopon Dinchi on the and Yopon Online TV. And on today's segment, as I've just introduced to you, we are talking about discipline in the lives of the youth. And I have here with me a student from Accra Technical University to really share his thoughts and his view about discipline in the lives of the youth. My guest goes by the name Damesi Echekufi. He is a member of the Advisory and Curriculum Committee of Faculty Engineering and an aspirant. He is currently studying mechanical engineering at Accra Technical University, and he doubles as the co-founder of Tasty Seller. Wow, Tasty Seller. So, Damesi, you're welcome to the Campus Show.
Thank you very much.
How is everything?
By God's grace, everything is fine.
We thank God. So, I know you are Skufi Damesi, but I believe my viewers don't really know you. Could you tell me who you are and tell me a bit about yourself?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, the cherished viewers. I'm very privileged to have you on your show.
Exactly.
Actually, I'm Eche Damesi. That's the name. Eche Damesi. I'm a twin actually, so my twin brother is Achi. So to tell you more about myself, I am more oriented, self-disciplined myself, student of ATU. And I've come to realize that students need to be disciplined, youth need to be disciplined. And so the subject we are talking about, youth and discipline, is a very topic I'm very key with. So that's what I want to say a bit about myself.
Okay. So, Damesi, you are studying mechanical engineering, as I just told my audience.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about it, just in a few seconds, what it means or what it entails?
Mechanical engineering is about machinery.
Okay.
As the name depicts, mechanical.
Okay.
Okay, so it has to do with all the engineering fields when it comes to electricals, civil, and then auto. We also have the ref and then ref aspect. Okay, so that's basically about engineering too. Everything has dealing with machine construction, the practical aspect. Yes, so that's engineering for you.
So, are you holding any office or any position in school?
Currently, no.
No,
I'm not, but I am the secretary to my class.
Okay.
And also part of the advisory and curriculum
committee. Okay. So, Damesi, I want to find out from you. Do you do anything apart from in introducing you, I made mention of Tasty Seller. Do you do anything apart from schooling?
Yes, I do. So I'm a co-founder of Tasty Seller Foods.
Okay.
Where we grow different kinds of meat for services and programs.
Meat?
Yes.
Okay.
So when it comes to chicken, pork, various kinds of meat. And also I am the assistant and then administrative manager assistant for Bubune skincare products.
Okay.
Yes.
Skin products.
Yes.
Skincare
products.
Yeah. So which genders? Is it only for men or women or both?
So it's for every kind of individual.
Okay.
From babies, boiling down to children, to male and female, everybody, even for grown-ups, because it's a share-based product.
Okay.
And we know the benefits of using the share butter. Yes.
Okay. So from your description or from your submission of the things I'm asking you, I could really tell you are enthused about leadership. I want to find out, when did your love for leadership start? When did you realize that you have much eagerness to lead or to find yourself in certain spaces to lead people?
Okay, my leadership experience started from GSS actually.
GHS, okay.
So I found myself to be the internal grounds prefect, where most of the class, when the lecturer or the teacher leads the class, everybody's dormant. And so I would have to come and stand in the board class. Let's keep quiet.
I can imagine
the mathematics, go what.
Yeah.
So let's discuss. So that's where the enthusiasm for leadership started. Okay, so it also I further on when I got to SS, because I thought I'm not fully equipped for the school prefect. I went in for the house position, the internal house prefect, and by God's
And I believe with that, so you did your best and you
the
said
position. And so calming down as every day goes by. You have to improve yourself. You have to go higher the ladder.
Okay.
And so currently, I'm also aspiring for the SRC presidential election coming up next month.
But yeah. So I want to find out. I'm very happy you made mention of you have to building yourself up. I want to find out from where you set as a student leadership or an aspirant. How do you develop yourself? I'm not talking about maybe not only about getting into certain positions and all that, which is part of it. But apart from that, how do you develop yourself actually to become better? Because each day in out we are growing. So how do you develop yourself? Are there certain things you do which my viewers and I can learn from you?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, as an individual, as a human being, each and every day you have to develop yourself. They say the biggest room in this world is improvement. And so if you're at one stage of your life and then you don't want to develop yourself, you don't want to improve, then there's a question mark. You always have to develop. So one thing mostly I do is to instill that discipline in myself.
Then I can really tell you are really bent on discipline.
Yes, because most of the youth now
are not disciplined.
Key attention to that.
Okay.
They want everything quick. They think everything that they do now, just now, will just yield results. And so they don't wait conscious for the outcome. So one thing I also do is self-gratification. You always have to not be quick to expect easy results or results just because you just did it today. You expect the results today. You have to have that self.
We don't go today. We don't plant something today and expect to harvest it today. Definitely takes time. Okay, so actually moving on, I want to find out when did you become much concerned about discipline? Because in your submission you kept saying discipline. When did you actually become much concerned that I want to be disciplined? This one is not going well. When exactly this for you?
Okay, so self-discipline came in mind. It was when one of my friends introduced me to a book, a popular speech, Brian Tracy.
Yes.
Wow. And so back in SHS.
Can we have the title of the book?
No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline.
No Excuses. Wow.
The Power of Self-Discipline. After reading that book, it has enlightened me. And then the area I find myself, I see most of the students, most of the youth don't consider that aspect. As always, because it has given me more insight about what I read, what self-discipline itself entails. I always ensure that I follow those principles. It has really helped me in my endeavors up to now.
Okay, so you would say after reading that book, that brought out the kind of discipline you are seeing now out after reading that book, or it was
actually
kind of there?
It was there, but I didn't identify it as a data course. I stayed in the village. Okay. And then most of the dealers, they always have to make sure that you're on point, you do the right thing. And so I didn't understand that, so why should I do this? Why should I do that? Until reading the book, I get a clear knowledge about, so all these things that was done was because of this.
Wow.
All this. And so you also, since I got to know that, I developed myself. I use that as a tool to always keep pushing further.
Wow. So I want to ask a follow-up question on what you said. You said it was when you read a book which brought out the discipline within you. And I was very happy when you made mention about reading. It was one of the things that we really promote on this show, or one of the projects we are embarking on, is to instilling reading the art of young people like us. I want to find out from you, what is your take, or what is your general perception or your thoughts about reading the lives of the youth? What would you say about us pertaining reading?
Okay, so in the beginning, I actually didn't like reading. In the beginning, I didn't like reading because I'm fully into when it comes to drawing, mathematics, and so reading, it's a no-go for me. But as you are growing, as you are climbing the higher ladder, there are key things that you have to do that involves reading. So when a friend introduced the book, I was like, oh, this book you are giving to me, I will just be at one corner. I might even use 5 years to read that book because Me reading it's no go for me.
It's not your area.
But upon looking at the title, the power of self-discipline, no excuses. So if I'm going to make excuse for not reading the book, and then what's the essence of reading the book? And so I had that conviction that let me see what actually is in this book.
That someone had to bring to you to
Yes,
read.
and so reading should be part of your life. Reading should be part of your daily activities. Because if you read more, you get more insight, more awesome knowledge about what's the word or the information. Because if you are not able to read, you wouldn't to know the information which is going around.
Wow. So guys, you are still watching the campus show here with me and the Opondinchi, and I'm interviewing Eche Damesi, a student from Accra Technical University, who is talking right now about the insights of reading and what you get. One of a matured and wise person in Ghana that I really follow also once said, when we get to our 30s, we really find it very difficult to read. Are you reading now, and how difficult is it for you? You can join us with your thoughts and comments in the comment section below to let us know how reading is to you, and then also you can also share your thoughts and your views on the topic. We are discussing discipline in the lives of the youth, so share your thoughts and comments for us to know what you think about discipline and all that. Continuing now, I want to find out from Eche, what does discipline mean to you? I've heard you number without time saying discipline. What does it mean to you? To a layman's understanding.
To a layman's understanding, I would say self-discipline is the ability to know what to do, when to do it, whether you feel like doing it or not.
Wow. The ability to know
what
when
to
to
do,
know what
when
to do, when to do,
whether you like it.
whether you like it
So
or not. Wow.
That's the small I can give for now. But there's more
Exactly.
into this definition.
Exactly. So, from where you sit as a young man, what would you say about the act of discipline in the light of the youth? From where you sit, you're also a young person. How do you see us, the youth, and with our discipline? How is it like?
Well, currently in Ghana, because of the economic conditions, problems here and there, students, well, we are not that 100% disciplined. To rate them, it's 50-50. Okay, youth nowadays, even like I said earlier on, I didn't understand what discipline itself was until I got to read the book and then had a fair and then more detailed information about what self-discipline is. And so I advise that since most of them don't know what it really is, they should read more, they should encourage themselves to know more about self-discipline and then discipline in the youth. Because even with our trainees, discipline is a training. Okay, so if you go for a sport, they say it's a discipline. If you go for another activity, it's a discipline. Now,